Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just Charles Sabansi. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, and entertainment. And we give you guys a fresh perspective on things. And now we see, man, today we got a hell of a show for you guys. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. Also, if you want to follow me on Instagram, my handle is CTABANZ. Want to follow the channel, same name as the channel. And if you want today's full show before it comes out on YouTube, it's streaming for free on the Dreamers Pro podcast. We have pin below. Anyway, let me get into this topic here. So yesterday was a very eventful day in sports media as far as I'm concerned. They were talking a lot of basketball yesterday on ESPN First Take. And one of the topics that they were discussing was, who is the biggest threat to the Denver Nuggets in the Western Conference this season? And out of all of the teams that they could have selected, they decided to go with the Los Angeles Clippers, who have a 22-4 record since December 4th. Since December 1st. So they've lost basically an average of 2 games per month. They've lost an average of 2 games per month over the last 2 months. The Clippers have been red hot. They've been playing extremely well, and they just came off an extremely impressive win against the Boston Celtics in Boston. But while they were discussing that, the conversation began to veer off. And Stephen A. Smith then decided to bring up Russell Westbrook. And when he brought up Russell Westbrook during this segment, you could begin to see the discomfort on Shannon Sharpe's face during that segment. Now, why would Shannon Sharpe feel a certain level of discomfort? The reason Shannon would feel that way is because Shannon Sharpe, Skip Bayless, were amongst the biggest attackers of Russell Westbrook for the year and a half that he was with the Los Angeles Lakers. It almost became a daily thing where Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharpe would trash Russell Westbrook every single day. Every single day they trashed him. And he would always blame everything on Russell Westbrook. Was Russell Westbrook really good as a Laker? No. But was he the only reason that the Lakers sucked? Well, no. Because the Lakers, as we speak today, they still suck without Russell Westbrook. And there were all type of negative reports coming out talking about he's a vampire and all of these things. All of these things. And Shannon Sharpe was the one pushing that line. He was front and center. So I thought it was just so incredible to see the guy look like he was about to burst into tears, listening to Russell Westbrook get his flowers on live TV, knowing that he was one of the main people that trashed Russell Westbrook all of this year. And actually, I believe, ended up hurting his market value in terms of his ability to earn money in the marketplace, because then Russell Westbrook is now earning, $3 million per year, thanks to these guys and the way that they trashed them. So that's the segment that we really want to get into today. But before we even get into that, this video is brought to you by our brand new sponsor, Prize Picks. Prize Picks is really simple. Instead of just selecting a team, you just select 2 or more players, pick more or less their projected stats, and then you place your entry. For example, this week, I'm selecting 2 entries. Stephen Curry for more than 25 points, and then I got Anthony Davis for more than 2 blocks, and Damian Lillard for more than 4 3-pointers made. Prize Picks is also the only daily sports platform with an injury insurance policy. So for example, if you have a player who gets injured in the first half and doesn't return to the second half, that player gets automatically rebooted. What I also love about Prize Picks is that it offers weekly promotions like Taco Tuesdays. Each Tuesday, Prize Picks discounts select player projections up to 25% to provide even more value. So go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match of up to $100. That's go to prizepicks.com/CLNS, use code CLNS for a first deposit match of up to $100. And once again, once you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what we want to do is want to play what Stephen A. Smith had to say on ESPN First Take yesterday about Russell Westbrook. And we also want to show Shannon Sharpe's face at periods of time because he looked totally uncomfortable during that segment. So take a listen to that, and then we'll come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to that there.
Which team's the biggest threat to the Nuggets right now in the West?
Ladies and gentlemen, it is the Los Angeles Clippers. That's who I'm going with.
Okay.
If Kawhi Leonard, and obviously it's a huge if him and Paul George stay healthy, or they're healthy come playoff time, it comes down to James Harden, because I have no doubt that Paul George and Kawhi Leonard are going to show up on the basketball court if they're healthy. If James Harden, obviously that's an if. I know what he's capable of doing, but if he shows up. I think the Clippers could win the championship. Ty Lue, I consider to be one of the top 2 coaches in the game of basketball. I think he's exceptional, all right? And I'm going to say this. We don't do it enough. Ladies and gentlemen, we all need to stand down and give some love to Russell Westbrook. Norman Powell can ball. We got that. We know the people, Terrence Mann, we like him. Of course, Kawhi, Paul George, James Harden, I get it. But Russell Westbrook shooting 46% from the field, just averaging 11 a game, coming off the bench. He is selfless, not selfish. He is an energizer bunny. He is a spark plug. And here's the thing. We don't say this about Russell Westbrook. We're going to say it here on national television today. He's a leader. You can't roll up in that locker room playing half-ass, giving a subpar effort, and Russell Westbrook gonna let you get away with it. Oh, no. He ain't scared of nobody. Rough rider. And that brother, whatever you saw from James Harden, if you had any question marks about what James Harden is gonna give you, oh, you ain't gonna have that question about, he ain't gonna be lackadaisical or subpar in a locker room with Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook has taken a lot of criticism over the years, okay, from all of us. My God, it stops now. Ever since that man stepped on in a Los Angeles Clippers uniform, he has been a huge plus for that team, and I think he's going to be a big reason why they're going to have a shot at the championship. Clippers.
Okay, I like that.
So you heard the exchange. You heard what they had to say. Listen, they were out on a witch hunt for Russell Westbrook. It got to the point where it was so bad that people who customarily would not root for Russell Westbrook all of a sudden began to root for him because they grew tired of the way that this guy was demonized in the media every single day. All of a sudden, people who were never Russell Westbrook supporters wanted to see him do good. And I can guarantee you there's a pretty big contingency out there that exists that would love to see Russell Westbrook win a championship. A lot of people would love to see that. Given all of the crap that he had to endure as a Los Angeles Laker. To me, the thing I don't get was when David Betterman and this guy put out the report that he's a locker room vampire. I was like, when he got to the Clippers, I never heard any of these stories. So did the vampire lose his powers? What happened? Why is it that we only heard these stories when he became a Laker? We never heard that when he was a Washington Wizard. We never heard that when he was an Oklahoma City Thunder. We never heard any of that. We never heard him when he was a Clipper. So why is it only with the Lakers that we're hearing these stories? And why is it that whenever the Lakers and the Clippers play, Russell Westbrook never greets LeBron and these guys? Why is that? Why is that? Because he knew that they turned him into the scapegoat. He knew that. And anyone thinking otherwise is in total denial. Shannon Sharpe was not going to hold LeBron account. He was not going to do it. He was not going to do it. He was going to blame everybody else just like he has been doing. He was going to put all of the blame on a Hall of Famer Russell. Before that, everybody was up there twerking it up all over the place. Vegas had them as one of the odd makers, the best teams to come out of the Western Conference. Everybody was hollering and screaming and stomping. And all of a sudden, Russell Westbrook became this terrible basketball player, and he forgot how to play basketball the moment he got to the Los Angeles. Like, help me figure it out. So to me, listen, I was glad that Stephen A. Smith brought it up, and you can see how uncomfortable Shannon Sharpe felt because he was amongst the people trashing Russell Westbrook, and it is what it is. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you on the next show. Peace.